Caleb Wilson has set his goal for the summer league, and it's gonna have a lot of us talking what they really about to do. And then Tiago Splitter is looking to set the tone early with this young Chicago Bulls team. We got a number of quotes, we got a number of things to talk about. But before we talk about it and break it all down, y'all already know you gotta hear the music first. Cognac, gang. Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and guess what? I am with my dog, C-Dub. What's the word?
Hey, man, the Bulls back hooping on late on this week, nephew. Friday is busting.
It's absolutely going to be busting as the Chicago Bulls get their summer league started later this Friday. But before we get into the content, ladies and gentlemen, don't freeload over here. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. The easiest way that you can support the channel is by liking and subscribing to the channel, man. We on our road to 20K now. Y'all helped us cross 10K. We trying to get double that. 20K. Hit that like button and subscribe. But nonetheless, C-Dub, it's time to get into the content, man. Hey, Bulls had some availability today. Bulls had some availability, and they wanted to talk about a lot of things. We had to talk about Caleb Wilson setting the goal for NBA Summer League for our Chicago Bulls. He had a little short interview with those guys that was over there and covering the Chicago Bulls, and he had some really good comments that were consistent on a theme, and that is to win. It's really that simple, as Caleb Wilson said. He was asked a number of times about how he expects to play, the number of minutes he expects to play, and the consensus or the consistent thing that he said is whatever it takes to win a game. We're going to play a free style of basketball over here in Chicago, and the ultimate goal is to win. C-Dub, how you feel about Caleb Wilson setting the goal for Summer League?
Now, normally in a summer league, NBA summer league state, you want your kids to go out there and get acclimated to the game. Well, sort of, because I don't think this is the full brunt of the NBA, but it certainly has its ways where you can get a feel how the NBA is going to be. And you might want your guys to go out there and do good, score this amount of points, play some good defense, get your teammates involved and stuff like that. And usually that case is pretty okay, and I'm satisfied with that. But with this kid, it just validates what the kid is. Ever since he's came across 130th and went up into the Berto Center, he's been talking about winning. Anything he can do to win. Is it rebounding? Is it scoring? He's saying anything he can do to win. And this don't do nothing but put another smile on my face and just validate what I think this kid is. He's a winner. I know it's kind of corny and everything, and it's just summer league, but you know a true competitor. In a competition that everybody's thinking that it really don't mean that much. You really want to win the summer league championship? He's like, fuck that. I want to win. So you can't do nothing but respect that kid. And to this point, the kid has just been impressive every single time he's got in front of an interviewer, every time he's got in front of a camera, every time he stepped on a basketball court. This kid has been impressive. And I can't wait to see him laugh. Oh, my goodness, Caleb Wilson, bro. Let's go. Him and Modest.
Absolutely. Setting the goal just to go out there and win, even though there are some people that might take summer league basketball with a grain of salt. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if we lace them up right now, C-Dub. I'm gonna try to beat you. I don't care if we want to. I don't care if me and you line up across the table and try to play checkers. I want to win.
Why we playing
It's
then?
just that simple. And I respect that this young fella in Caleb Wilson understands the magnitude that comes with playing for Chicago. There's a lot of people that came here and they said a number of things, but they have not mentioned win just as much as this young player.
Yeah.
Every time he talks is win. Like every damn near every statement in it ends with the word win. I want
Yeah.
to win. I want to help this team get better. Whatever I could do, defensively, offensively, I want to win. Me and C Dub, we can set up the chessboard right now. Shit, I'm not a really good chess player, but guess what? I'm gonna try to win. I'm gonna try to win once I understand the instructions. I'm gonna try to win. And shout out to this young fella for coming into the city of Chicago, understanding what's ahead of him, and saying that I know it's summer league, but guess what? I want to win. You gotta only respect it. You're gonna definitely be interested in some of the things that these young guys can go out here and do during this little exhibition. And you're gonna see if these guys can really just go out there and compete and play hard. And I'm with them 100%. Go out there and do what you gotta do, bro. Go do what you gotta do. For real.
Yeah. And this is also maybe the beginning stages of being a leader. You keep screaming that win, win, win stuff. And your teammates, young teammates, they is, younger you are, the gullible you are. And I mean gullible in a good way in this sense. Wait a minute, buddy, want to win? Look how he's practicing. Look how he's performing in practice. Look how he's paying attention to detail and walkthroughs. Look at this guy in the games in Summer League. That's a guy I want to follow. That's a guy that's a natural leader. Monta say the same things as well. So it's always good to have two guys that can do that. But we talking about Caleb Wilson in this certain situation. So also a good thing is it shows a little leadership, and people follow people that has a clear goal set. And this clear goal set is very easy for everybody to interpret. I want to win. Simple.
Easy. Easy money, bro. And I think that it's gonna be very, very interesting. C Dub, when we get to Summer League, I know that we're gonna talk a lot about Caleb Wilson and Dalen Swain, but one person that's on my radar to see if he can come through for the Chicago Bulls and potentially help this team, whether that's he ended up in the G League or get an opportunity with the main team. My guy is Donovan Atwell, bro. I want to see if Donovan Atwell can enter the Chicago Bulls Summer League team and really light it up from the 3-point line like we seen him do at Texas Tech. If there is one person not named Caleb Wilson or Dalen Swain, who would you like to see go out there and have a great summer league for the Chicago Bulls?
Oh man, that's a number of people. First off, I would like to say I would like both of those guys, and I think both of those guys need to have a pretty good summer league.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with number one. I got two of them. I'm gonna go with Noah Essengay.
Okay.
I think Noah Essengay is kind of an unknown, even though he's been here. Right. This is second season, really, but he only played 2 games. He played a full summer league. He played a full preseason. Preseason, summer league he dominated. He was too good for summer league. Maybe people have forgotten who this guy is. Maybe he's gotten better during his time off. He had plenty of time to do it to get better. He's grown. People are saying he's 7 feet now. I think it's the afro, but we will see. We will see coming up on Friday. I don't know if you have that schedule for us later on to talk about, but
I got the schedule.
You got that scheduled for us to talk about that later. So I just think Noah Essengay is probably the one Chicago Bulls to have a little pressure on them to go out there and show and prove you're worth a lottery pick. And I think he'll do okay. He already has experience in games like this. And the second player is I'm going to agree with my man Donovan Atwell. I do believe that we improved the shooting profile by getting my man Norman Powell. But a shooter in a traditional sense, Norman Powell is not that. He is a shot maker and a shot go-getter. He just happens to shoot a really terrific percentage at it. when I think about a shooter, I think about Kyle Korver. I think about uh Donovan Atwell. He is a spot up. That's mainly all
You
you're
mean
going to get with him.
pretty much a specialist.
A specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Atwell is a specialist shooter. So
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be becoming on him to get out there and shoot a crazy high percentage, because I do think he can help this team in this season coming up. It's just going to be up to him. Is you ready? Hey, Eminem said you better take advantage of the moment. How that song go?
You
Hey,
better
palms are
lose
sweaty.
yourself if you're moving. If you won't, bitch, you better never let it go.
Oh,
You
bro.
only need one shot.
They only got one shot, bro. This summer league. Get it right, Brody. And also Toby Awaka. I like Toby Awaka.
Bro, muscle milk. We call him
Muscle milk.
muscle milk over here.
Muscle milk, bro.
Muscle milk. Bro,
he-
it's crazy. Toby Awaka go. How you come off the bench
That's
playing
nuts.
20 minutes
Crazy.
and lead the Big 12? Well, not lead the Big 12, but end up second in the Big 12 in rebounds. That's crazy. Absurd.
Shows him his activity. It wonders that, I mean, he's devoid of offensive game. That's why they didn't play him extended minutes.
Yeah.
But when you talk about hustle and the ability to rebound, woo, he's got to be a terror to deal with on the glass. He got to be a terror.
Before we move on, ain't that what Mitchell Robinson did for the Knicks? He just came in, played defense, and rebounded. He wasn't an offensive threat.
Yeah, absolutely. He got a niche. Remember back in the days we used to talk about niches and find your niche?
Yeah.
This guy's got his niche. He's a defensive anchor and a rebounder. Maybe he can work on his game and find some kind of move throughout his career. Maybe it'll never be up to even mid-level. But defensively and rebounding, that could get you some lot of years in the NBA. If it ain't even with the Bulls, you could play for a long time just doing that.
Absolutely. So, C-Dub, we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk a little bit about Tiago Splitter, man. Tiago, he's trying to set the tone early for the Chicago Bulls. So, it has been confirmed from Tiago Splitter, that he will coach 2 summer league games and provide opportunities for other guys to coach the last 3 games. And Martin Rankic and Henry Domokant. Sorry, I'm probably butchering these names. And then in Austin Dufault, they all will coach those last 3 games. But Tiago Splitter said he will put a lot of pressure on Caleb Wilson, Dalen Swain, and Noah Essege to push their summer league squad and be quote unquote contagious. How you feeling about Tiago Splitter setting the tone early and those comments with those 3 players mentioned?
First of all, I love it. What a great way to start your career as a Chicago Bulls head coach, to get in there and coach the guys that's going to be your first draft pick soon as you get coached in Dalen Swain and Caleb Wilson, and kind of set the culture for the young guys, because these guys are going to be a part of your future, big parts of your future. And I love it. That's how I'm prefacing it, but I'm going to call Cap at the end when he's letting the 3 other coaches in, because I'm sure they're disappointed they didn't have the other 2 games, because this is unprecedented. Coaches don't do this. I've looked and researched and they say nothing. They keep going back to Tiago Splitter coming up Friday. So this is unprecedented, and I ain't mad at him. Don't be you greedy, Tiago. Stop being greedy. No, I'm just playing. Do what you want. This is your team. Set the president.
Because I was finna go ahead and provide some pushback because you tripping. But I'm
not tripping. I'm rocking with it. Do whatever you want. But them other 2 games would have been good for the development of those coaches. But who cares? I don't care about that. Whatever you want to do.
For sure. I think that Tiago Splitter going out there and coaching 2 games in summer league is big for the Chicago Bulls. In my person, yes, because you're gonna have a up close point of view for viewing and looking at guys like Caleb Wilson and Dalen Swain and Noah Essege, who all matter to the state of the Chicago Bulls. But you're also going to have, after this, but you're also going to have a up close eye on if Jalen Sellers can provide the team something, Donovan Atwell can provide the team something, Toby Awaka can provide the team with something. So I think that is going to be good. But what's your question?
Now, is that good for us or for the team? Us as the fans, the media, or is for the team? Which
I
one
think it's
is
good for
good for?
both. And I think it's good for both because you're gonna get an early glimpse of how your coach wants you to play. Like within the first few
Sure.
minutes, if Tiago is seeing Caleb Wilson not showing the effort or doing things properly, he's going to be able to pull him to the side. And Caleb Wilson is going to get a glimpse of what's the reprimand from Tiago Splitter. Me and you, we always talked about Billy Donovan just reprimanded Montes Buzelis and then tell him to go sit on the bench. We're going to see if Tiago Splitter is going to go out there and quote unquote reprimand Dalen Swain or Noah or Caleb and then sending them back into the game to, you know what I'm saying, to see if they understand what he told them and improving on that. I think that's going to be good. And then from the fan perspective, it's going to be like, hey, how does Tiago draw up stuff out of the timeout? How does Tiago counteract some of the things that these teams are going to be doing? I don't expect a lot of X's and O's to go into this summer league. I think most teams are going to be wanting to just go allow their guys to play and show stuff. But I think that there's going to be at least a little bit of game planning from both sides to see how both team or how either team can go out there and win the basketball game.
Yeah, very minute. It's summer league, very
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
I hear you on that. I semi agree. That it's a big thing that he's doing it. The only pushback is that this is not nowhere near the team that
Yeah.
he's going to be coaching in
Agreed.
September. That's going to be the
I
only
agree.
pushback.
I agree with that.
So he adjusting as is. I'm sure he won't be as authoritative in this summer league. He's going to let them go out there and play really free. Go out there, make the mistakes. I'll correct them as I see fit. But I want you to go out there and show me who you are and be aggressive. That's what he wants. I said, don't get me wrong. I don't think that it's a bad idea. I think it's great. You do what you want to do. You the head coach. You run the program, and if you feel like you got to coach the two first games, then that's what it is. But it's unprecedented. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't happen.
It does not really happen at that. But C-Dub, Tiago also mentioned, he said, I want to set the tone, especially having guys like Caleb and Dalen. They're going to be important for this organization. And he was also asked about Noah Essengay. And Tiago said that Noah can play the 3, 4, and 5. What do you think about those thoughts? Because I think those are really interesting for the state of the Chicago Bulls.
The interesting thought is absolutely the 3, 4, and 5. Now we know that he can play the 3 and the 4. The 5, we seen him last year. He was in need of a triple cheeseburger. He was in need of a couple triple cheeseburgers, a tomahawk steak, and a milkshake. That's what he was needed. Now, if you're telling me that the man is bulked up, I seen the little video. He looked the same to me. Maybe he has bulked up. It's going to take some strength. He's been injured, too, with the shoulder, too. You want to play him at the 5? Now, if he can play at the 5, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Then you could get Leonard Miller on the floor with Noah at the 5, Leonard Miller at the 4, Montes Buzelis, Caleb Wilson, and oh my Jesus, that's a long, fast, up and down the floor team, bro. That's going to be hard to deal with. Now, that particular lineup ain't got no shooting unless you're going to add Montes, and Giddey is improved at 3, but you don't got to shoot threes. Yeah, I mean, the last couple NBA, maybe Boston, they just go up there and spam.
A couple years ago, though, but
the recent champs, it ain't all about 3-point shots, bro. And I'm glad that it's coming to this point too. Let's start getting mid-range and getting to the basket, please.
I agree with that. Now, C-Dub, last thing before we get up out of here, the Chicago Bulls kick off their summer league this Friday versus the Memphis Grizzlies. That'll be where Cam Boozer is. On Monday, July 13th, Darren Peterson. We're going to face the Utah Jazz. And then Tuesday, so it's a back-to-back, Tuesday, July 14th, we'll play AJ DeBonsa. Out of those 3 matchups, which one are you more excited to see? Because we seen Darren Peterson have a little California, you know what?
Yeah, bro.
You hooping.
Yeah, Darren Peterson.
Which one of those matchups are you most excited to see?
I'm going to go with Cam Boozer. I think them guys is the ones that we most likely was looking at that was going to drop to the Bulls. And I'm looking for Caleb Wilson. What type of guy he is, and what I've been hearing from him, when I've been looking through all the tape, looking at his back interviews and stuff, is he's a competitor. He's a fire competitor. I expect him to go out there and try to tear Cam Boozer's head off. That's what I expect. He expected to play like a regular NBA NBA playoff game to this kid. Like we in the NCAA tournament. He's going to try to kill him. That's it. That's what type of competitor he is. You hear him, what he said in his opening interview? He said, y'all watched the tape? Y'all seen what I did? Oh, that just to show me he was an animal. He a beast. He made what we need in Chicago. And I can't wait till he show everybody against Cam Boozer, bro.
The matchup I'm gonna go with is the Washington Wizards one. AJ DeBonson, the guy that went number 1. I think that's gonna be a hell of a matchup, and I would definitely was gonna use that quote that you just used and said, "You see what happened when I played against him, right?" Yeah. Bro, so let's see what's to it. Yeah. I want to see all these matchups. The NBA has done a great job placing all these guys in this situation versus each other, to where you have some young potential stars going out there facing off once against each other. Whether that's a difference in a position or whatever it is, people still want to see these matchups. So shout out to the NBA for doing that. And I really want to see AJ DeBonsa versus Caleb Wilson, because I think Caleb will be matched up on AJ. I really believe that's going to be a matchup to watch. And I'm not saying that the other ones are not going to be important, but we definitely, in my personal opinion, I want to see number 1 versus number 4, bro. I want to see.
I don't think he's going to be matched up with AJ too much. AJ played
probably not the whole game, but I think it's gonna be some times to where you're gonna be calling that game at 7 p.m. East Central Time, and it's gonna be busting.
Caleb and Cam played a 4, nephew. They both played a 4.
Agree.
Ain't no ducking your shit. You can't
agree. Agree. I think that's fair right there. We gotta see it. We gotta see it, bro.
Yeah, but hey, I like Cam Boozer too, though. But
I do like Cam Boozer. I ain't gonna lie. I do like Cam Boozer.
He ain't Caleb though.
I'm just saying we gonna see what's to it for real. At the end
of
the day,
Caleb game, and that's
but man, we taking summer league with a grain of salt, but it's just gonna be fun to watch, bro.
I'm just saying he ain't Caleb. I want you to agree with that.
I ain't gotta agree with shit I don't want to agree with, gang.
I mean, it's an actual factual. He's not Caleb Wilson. I mean, he's Cam Boozer.
They different players for sure.
All right. I can't wait till Friday. Boy. I can't wait, nigga.
Give us your last thoughts, man, before we get up out of here.
Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button. 2-step process, like my nephew say. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. The live call is Friday. Miss out and you a square. I think it go like that. Be there, be square, or something like that.
There you go. You got it right. Be there, be square. But hey, that is it from us today, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Let us know your thoughts down below. Who are you excited to see for Summer League? How do you feel about Caleb Wilson's thoughts on Summer League? Want to just simply win and doing whatever it takes to win, and how you feel about Tiago Splitter setting the tone early for the Chicago Bulls. That is it from us. Make sure you always see red, and y'all already know we gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace. Cognac. Gang.